Is this going to be SSD moment? No, it's not, apparently. It just is very slow at the beginning. Yeah. Okay, district status is healthy. That's always good. Wanna... Oh, that felt really bad for a second there. Why was that? Why was that like that?
The flower's dying.
Things got a little bit really jank for a second there. Not ideal. Oh! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Why do I look so sick all of a sudden? Did I look like this last time? I don't remember this. I don't remember this. Huh. Did you drink the period blood? I mean, not intentionally. Not for like a handful of years. I don't know why I look like that. I guess we're gonna just do some, like, stats upgrades instead of getting any special abilities right now. We're just gonna... Let's give ourselves a bit more HP. Hey, Tucker. Give ourselves a bit more stamina. Increase blood capacity, increase blood absorption. We're gonna go with blood absorption for sure. And I was gonna say, we should have enough to get a rank up in blood capacity as well. I feel like my mouse is, like, really sensitive right now for some reason. I don't know why. God, why do I look like that? That's what I look like when I wake up in the morning. Oh, fuck, what? Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your actions may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to diseases spreading among citizens. The more lives you take, the unhealthier a district becomes. If a district's health status drops below critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. It is for you to decide a district's fate. Well, come on. I'm sorry, did I just see the percentages tick down in, like, semi-real time? Your consequences of... your actions have consequences? Oh, your consequences have actions. 1 mesmerized level. What does that mean? Mortimer Goswick. Oh. Cure with treatment for fatigue. He is fatigued. Cure with treatment for fatigue. Thanks. That helps me a lot. I don't know what that means, though. Fatigue is 30% loss of blood quality. Oh. Circle. Okay, but how do I fix man? Also, that you're telling me that vampire believing girl isn't sick in any way?
My research is complete.
Do I still look fucked up? Oh my god, I do.
Hide my true nature from the mortals.
You're in a hospital. Like, there must be blood bags, right? Like, I know that this is back in the day, but there must still be something. Also, like, am I actually going to be needing to drink, or is this like an option thing? Dyson Laney is also fatigued. Is everybody fucking fatigued in these places? Like, I guess back then, this time of, you know, everybody was probably fatigued, right? Like, we're all probably fatigued right now. Hi.
Yes, no.
Everyone is so tired. Exactly.
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
I mean, do you see how red my
Our
eyes
supply
are?
of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
Not quite, it seems. No antiseptics at all? There's nothing here.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir,
I'll go out and I'll raid the gang members
In
for
France
it.
during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and We had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
Overcome the
However, do you
shortages
mean?
versus overcome it
If
in the
combined
translation.
correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons.
If
Take
you're
this key. It opens
if
a
you're
small
a
entrance at the
hospital
end of a narrow street.
and a
abandoned
morgue
morgue
is
behind the
comparable to the size of your hospital,
On my way
you
then.
may be
Thank you,
losing
nurse.
too many patients. Just a thought. Just a just an idea, you know?
It's locked.
And I can't lockpick it with my vampire wits?
It's locked.
Yeah, that's about right. I swear this game feels like it's running jankier. I used hacksaw. I still don't know what that means when it prompts me with that button. I still don't know what that means. That should be in my trash, right? No? Oh, it's a weapon!
Eat my butthole, Noid.
What's the matter? Scared? I'm scared of eating your butthole, that's for sure. I'm also scared of this game, like, maybe just absolutely falling
returned.
apart on itself. Welcome back. I've learned that this hospital's morgue is roughly comparable to the size of the hospital, which doesn't bode well. Can I go on the roof? The answer to that is no, because of course the game doesn't want me to have fun. Ooh. Ooh, game starts to really try to fall apart when you run around in places.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
I too do need blood, but you don't. You are a human being. Yep, there's
I'll leave
no
you.
other options for dialogue with this woman.
It's locked.
It's
all right.
locked. A long letter. Ugh. Ugh.
I don't know where I put my phone. Oh, it's in my hand. Oh my god.
Pippa Hawkins. Unknown person, but they're thinking about quitting the hospital. My parents are watching a dumbass movie that looks as, I'm assuming that's bad as the Monster Hunter movie. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of bad movies out there that are worse than the Monster Hunter movie will be. And part of me wants to watch all of those really bad movies. Turns out, you can just upload your own film onto Amazon Prime. Because what could be bad about that? Which explains a lot about that one Best of the Worst that they did recently on Red Letter Media. Because, holy shit, was that movie terrible.
Hey!
It just makes sense.
I should investigate.
Skull
If there
voices
were
in
to
the
find
garden?
Somebody.
Oh, shit. Hey. Hey, I wanted to, like, stop that guy from getting turned, but I guess this is what we're doing now. I'm sorry. Are you guys too strong? Is this what I'm learning? Is there a strength difficulty thing in this? Because I don't think you guys are too...
Do you
No,
hear-
you guys suck.
Do you hear my game in the background?
No.
Alright, cool.
Dude, you guys fucking are tanks, though. Holy shit. I would appreciate if you don't hit me. Just, like, as a personal preference, you know?
Hey, stop it, no nose.
I forgot this game had lock on. I forgot this game's a Dark Souls! Ah! Oh, fuck, he notified his buddy. What? Did I almost get parried just now? Suck him. I require blood. Give the sucks. Okay. We have been sustained for now.
Stop it!
Did you really just touch me? Gripping the nips is not a good idea when you're a vampire. It lowers your HP, it turns out.
Baby, you can literally come up here.
No, it's a cat. They don't have knowledge of getting up places.
Or she's like, you're not touching me, you're not petting me, man. It's like, you can literally come up here where I
Okay.
can easily access your head.
Okay, what's the point of this? Just to kill vampires? Like, I mean, I guess it's an objectively good thing to do. Photograph in a wallet. Photograph of a smiling, loving couple with a few words written on the back. Milton and Pippa forever. Milton, you got a great beard. I love when video games are like, click on this garbage can, and you think that you're gonna be like, getting actual trash or something. It's like metal plate. It's like, okay. I guess. Oh! My shins are so powerful that they can destroy entire wheelbarrows. Fantastic. I did not know this was a thing I could do, but now I know it. Lead stick. Thanks. I'm sorry, am I back in the hospital? Sort of. I think I went the wrong way around. Well, I heard the horse that time.
Sorry, I'll turn it down.
Okay, let me in.
It's locked.
Ah! Hey, go into the morgue. It's locked. Can I just infinitely shadow dash? Because I'm okay with this. I have bad feelings about a lot of this game, I'm gonna be honest. The more I go. Vampire sounds? In a morgue? Who would have guessed? I'm sorry, this looks like the hospital. This doesn't look like a morgue. Are you guys sure this was a morgue? Wait, is that just gonna, like, let me leave? Wait, so that door lets me leave, but will that door let me back in? Because I thought that that was gonna say, like, door unlocked. I didn't think that that was gonna take me back to a load screen. God fucking damn it, video games. Fuck! It took me back outside. Will it let me back in? Oh, thank Christ. At least it unlocks when you go out it. That would have been the dumbest shit if it didn't actually allow me to go. I would have been very displeased. Alright, I get that there's screeching and shit happening here.
I
The
cannot
door is,
enter.
however, locked. Wow. This place has been looted for everything except for the money that was on there.
Baby.
Oh, hello. Man, who would have guessed that London was so full of vampires?
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the
Baby.
same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza.
I don't
You
think
don't
it's...
have to be obnoxious, cat.
I don't think that it's smart to equivocate vampirism and thralldom with just a normal sickness, because this guy's just like, oh yeah, it's very similar to that other guy, and I'm just like, yeah, because they're not right vampires.
You were literally so close to getting up here.
This key will surely grant me access.
There you go, come on. Do what? You know what? Halfway is fine. I'll meet you halfway.
I mean, your cat literally is missing a limb.
It's locked.
Yeah, I know.
All I hear right now is just screeching. Oh, there's a guy behind me after all. Yeah, no, that's unfair. I healed up and everything. You just fucking robbed me. Dude, combat in this game feels so bad. It's like every time you... Like that! I'm going in for a parry, the guy jumps at me, the guy fucking gets me in the neck, and it's like... Come on! I was doing the stabs! Don't tell me that I have the option to do a thing and then rob me of the ability to do it mid-thing. Like that! Look at that shit! This is absolutely horseshit. Like what the fuck? And I'm not gonna sit there and settle for the like, oh, learn game mechanics because this game plays like ass. From now on, I'm just gonna treat it like every other video game that I play and just cast magic. Look at that. Look at how simple it is to just shoot things. Why play a video game when you could just stand far away from the enemy and shoot them? It's just like real life. Why ever fight somebody when you could just shoot them? Learn ass mechanics? Listen. We don't need to talk about people's sex lives here, okay? This is Vampyr.
Prove itself useful.
Alright, I'm a little bit surprised by a second floor. I'm not at all surprised by a second floor being completely gated off for me. Watery rich blood sample. Yep. This is completely in character for this game to give me a second floor and then it not be anything. Hi. Somebody else can shadow step? Was that supposed to be scary? Well, okay.
Baby. Why do you exist the way you are?
Oh, fuck, there's so many down here, though.
These scars from corpses.
Holy shit, the damage. Holy shit, the damage, though.
What game are you playing?
Vampyr.
Oh.
That's why I've been talking about vampires and saying that they have
I've
to
been
give me
too
the sub.
busy making sure my cat's not being stupid.
I mean, your cat's always gonna be stupid.
Hey!
Oh my god! Hit him with the fucking... Oh my Christ, I'm getting my shit rocked by this one piece of trash vampire from, like, actual garbage town London. And it's just like, come on, guy, just fucking stab him in the chest. Look at that shit! What is this? Why give me an option to use that ability if that ability just sucks so much ass? Like, I get that you can't make it exploitable, but, like, if the ability is exploitable anyway, just don't make it so shit. What was that limp-ass shit that just happened between the two of us?
Limp ass shit.
Well, like, the guy loosely attacked me. I stepped out of the way, and then he walked towards a bench, and the bench just kind of fell apart. Like, what? This whole game just reeks of, like, we had an idea, but we couldn't quite do it. Like, but what if there was, you know, in-depth combat where you have to fight these guys, and it's like... Nah, man. What if it had a Dark Souls-like stamina system? Nah, man. Like, there's already a game with a Dark Souls-like stamina system. And the ability to interrupt people's attacks and exploit it for blood. And that's called Bloodborne. And it's just actually a good game. It's just not a story-based game. Like, these are types of combat that don't work in games like this. It makes me think about Vampyr the Masquerade, except Vampyr the Masquerade is so fucking old and jank that it's actually fun. Like, the combat in that makes no sense, but it's really fucking stupid. I'm sorry, you've acquired a new type of offhand weapon equipped to directly absorb blood. What the fuck did I just get? Use Liston knife. So instead of giving a stun, it just cuts people.
Be sure to wish Tyler an almost happy birthday.
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Oh, fucking... We're... Yeah, alright. We are a dual-wielding vampire now. We're getting really dangerously close to Underworld. Man, if Underworld is on, like, Amazon Prime as a thing that you can watch with viewers, I will watch that with people. Because vampires, like, they have bad movies. And all of their bad movies are really fun. But very bad. Hi. Okay, it doesn't do the stuns, but it does the cuts. You know what? Fuck it. That attack is just too strong. Every time I use it, they just fucking die immediately. Like, I'm not complaining. It's just so odd that you give me this ability that's literally able to be recharged just by apparently using this fucking knife. And I can basically almost one-hit kill most enemies. Alright. Oh, this seems like a boss area. Yep, alright, hi. John Doe. You couldn't even give him a cool name, you literally just call him General Guy. Oh, he can create shadow clones! John Doe the shadow clone! What's this Virgil shit? Alright, if you keep locked onto him, it's really cheap because it just turns your character around so you can just track him instantly. Or just shoot him, which again solves the problem apparently. Ow. Give him the cut. Alright, that could be, like, I don't know if it's worth it to trade out the stun, but it's definitely good. Nullified. Fuck off. Yeah, just get fucked. Shooting people is just the solution, it turns out.
So ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger.
I'm not sure I can defeat them. I must become stronger. In order to defeat the vampires, I must learn how to use the shadow clone.
Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper
And then I
dosage.
become the Hokage of vampires. Man, I mean, if Orochimaru can just roll out of nowhere and say that he's from the village hidden in the sound, it's like, come on, that's some bullshit. You can't hide in sound. I can come out of nowhere and be a white guy and go, I am the leader of the village hidden in blood, and be edgy. I'm actually stunned that there isn't something as edgy as that in Naruto. I'm gonna be honest. But, I mean, it started to go downhill after Sasuke started to gain the ability to fly with hands coming out of his back. Okay, so we can analyze the enigmatic formula, which has given us more things. Okay, oh, that's how we get the treatments. That's how we can actually be a doctor. Okay, watery rich blood sample. There we go, and that gives us light blood serum, which is very, very bloodborne.
Why?
The village hidden in the dumb step. Very good. Oh, fuck, right, I have other weapons. I forgot about the other weapons. I have a hatchet? Alright. So, the hacksaw has a decent attack speed, but has wild stamina use, and the damage is eh. It's about the same as the bludgeoning weapon. I wonder if these actually do statistical difference. Like, does it have crush damage in this game, like in Dark Souls or not? Okay. We're gonna try that out. Let's, I don't remember how to alter my weapons again. Right. Right. Z and C, that makes sense. Not at all. Sure. Oh, fuck. Alright. Ah! Yeah, hatchet. Why not? I like the idea of a hatchet. Ah. That's why I had to teleport, huh? Why was this here? Fuck. Everything always requires handle parts. Okay, well. Back we go, I guess. I have a strong feeling that this game is going to have a lot of backtracking. Whether or not that means fighting random enemies, I don't know. I am gonna have to scrape every fucking corner, though. I don't know how to open these things. Just because I want every resource that I can get. What? What? We can go through certain objects when we turn to mist. Oh, that's really good. That's really bad, but that's really good because it's very specific. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking called it that when we were going to get attacked again. It was gonna be like some dumb shit like this. Okay, so blood knife, not actually as good as it sounds. So we're gonna swap that out. Who would have guessed that everything except for the option to stun and then bite a person fucking sucks in the Vampyr game? Give him a smack. Give him a smack. Suck him. Get our HP back. Get our blood back. Stop touching me. Oh my god, I just... Listen. You're touching too much. It's gonna hurt me. Now give me the rest of your blood. I require it so that way I can shoot your teammates later. Thank you. Good to know you had quinine on you for some reason. Why did you have that? I saw you walk into that room over there. Don't pretend like you're not in here, other vampire. Oh, there's actually several vampires. Ow. Fucking hit me with that Star Trek shit.
I'm very cold, by the way.
I'm sorry. Fuck off! Stop eating my shit. What did I just complain about? Okay, no. You bite, give blood. Dude, you guys are fucking, like, really strong. How is it that fucking starter weapon is honestly the best one? Like, all these fuckers just whipping around their arms like a bunch of psychotic idiots. They're just doing it. They're really just doing it. And meanwhile, I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I got a cool new weapon, time to try it out. Fucking no. Instead, I have to sit here and use the same basic ass weapon that I've been using forever, because it's the only one that seems to be effective. Like, come on. I know I upgraded it a little bit, but come on. Well, now I know how I can make people less sick, but now comes the question of, are people just gonna get sick again? Because I swear to God, if playing this game, I actually have to sit there and go, hey, you keep getting fatigued. Stop that. Take some time for yourself. I'm going to lose my mind. Craft the treatment for fatigue. Okay, so it's actually just going to tutorialize me now. Man, I wish it would make up its mind what I can teleport through and what I can't. Oh yeah, your body can just phase right through a bookshelf. Why not?
I'm sorry if you hear the rustling. The cat she's playing in her little tube.
I did not hear anything.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, it's Pippa.
We've been introduced
I've seen a
yet?
picture of you and your
My name is Pippa
spells.
Hawkins.
And I'm Dr.
Welcome
Jonathan
to
Reed.
our stable.
Dr.
Give me
Swansea has recently offered me a
spoopy.
position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Gimbap.
Hey, what about your life? How's the
How
situation?
would you describe the
My
situation?
life's a mess. My house a mess. My car's a mess. My existence is a mess. If you really want to know, everything's a mess, and I want to die.
Trust me, we know. Because as long as every time I go back to edit more videos, it's just like you telling about how your life has gone to a nightmare spiral.
You must
Like it's always a
doesn't-
new story.
I'm just ready for death. There's no new stories right now.
No one has
I
any
mean, the
idea
new
when
story
this
is
epidemic will
your
be
brother
over.
getting robbed.
Yeah, but that happened like a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
but most people don't know
Do you
about it.
need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm
Just
fine,
Nick.
Really, I just need to sleep.
And Shepard, because I was like, hey, so we did the metrics on Rachel. I just asked how the situation is. Did that not
How would you
finish?
describe?
It's serious.
Spanish flu won't last forever. Get a grip.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever.
The Black Plague
Even
did
Black
last
Plague
for like
didn't kill
300
I
years,
wish I could
though.
believe you. But what if
The
this
Spanish flu,
epidemic
however,
was
only
worse?
lasted about 2
What if in
years,
the
but it
end,
did do
nobody
comparable
was spared?
numbers. Like, for a 2-year span. In a modern era. Like, even COVID's not as bad as the Spanish flu, but COVID's pretty bad.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I can resolve the pandemic by turning everyone into vampires. Then we have a new problem.
I feel like being a vampire would be kind of cool, man.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
That's fair. How's the
How
staff
is the
coping with
Pembroke
this?
staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Oh,
Why is Milton grumpy?
Why is Milton grumpy on a
that
daily
person that
basis?
commissioned me.
Is it just an
Which
act?
one?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation. Whether he
Buff
deserved
monster
it or
one
not.
or anal gaping one?
Anal gaping.
Why
They,
does Milton dislike doctors?
she was just like,
I
I'm a
don't
whore
know.
for followers
Just
because I
ask
value
him.
myself on my
bored.
social media standing, and I'm like,
Milton
that's
is
not
the
healthy.
chatty type.
That's incredibly unhealthy. That's really not good, actually. You can be leaving the hospital.
Are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful.
Stay.
I want more. I want to make things change.
Be proud of what you've achieved. Patients need you. I guess be proud of what you achieve. Whatever,
You should
fuck
be
it.
proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room. We
got new details for her. Wait, what? No. No, 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 no. Don't do this to me. Don't make talking to people necessary because they have experience points for their blood. Like, what the fuck? Milton Hooks.
I know how horses work, dipshit.
I know how horses work.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I'm really tired.
You're always really tired at this time of night.
Yeah.
At this point, you should just stop being surprised by it.
Yeah, it's not even me, like, telling you I'm surprised that I'm tired. It's me just voicing.
Yeah, well.
I want a binky. I'll be right back. I want a blanket.
Guess we're gonna go learn how to make people less sick right now. And by that I mean we're going to upgrade our vampirism first. Jesus Christ. Like, his face just... It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop being vampiric, huh? Like, who looks at this and is like, that's a healthy doctor. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving in this state will drain more stamina. You will exit, rather, the shadows if you dodge. Or your stamina is empty. Perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. How much for that? 500? Alright. Could be weird. Could be fun. Fuck, I forgot about hard biting. Okay, so we've got that one. It's only 300 to go up another? Yeah.
Oof. Pillow fort might be too comfy.
I haven't made a pillow fort since I was like... God, I can't remember. Also, I don't like that every time I like go to bed to upgrade myself, it's like actually sleeping. Okay, treatment for sepsis. Treatment for anemia. That's ironic, but vampires, I guess. Bronchitis. Treatment for cold. Treatment for fatigue. We do know at least 2 fatigue patients. So we'll make at least 2 fatigue things. I wonder how feasible it is to just speedrun this game. Or things reload as well. That would be interesting. T. Elwood's medical file. Face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by bomb. Fantastic. Oh, that's that guy. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it was Harry Potter that needed the...
Not now.
Well, okay, fine. Fuck you too.
You think it was Harry Potter that needed the...
The fatigue medicine. Because there's a guy that looks like Harry Potter, but he's just very tired.
Oh. I'm also very tired.
Senses? I'm sorry. Use my vampire senses to look for citizens? Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. There's so many of them! Who would have guessed that society has many people in it?
You know what I need to get? I need to get like a little like circular poof thing, like a little pillow, so I can put my feet up on it. And then I'll never get up off this beanbag.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
Harry Potter, what can I do for you? Give medicine.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude.
Fuck.
Okay, treatment for fatigue done. I can mesmerize the man? He's a 2, I'm a 1. I don't think that's gonna work. He's recovering. What's up with your throat, my guy?
How painful is your throat, mister?
So painful as well.
Okay, well, we had this discussion last time when you basically politely told me to fuck off. Yeah, okay. Some of these options just keep popping up, it seems. Fair enough. Hey, what about you? We spoke previously,
Good evening,
but by
madam.
proxy.
Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr.
Well, I've
Jonathan
already
Reed.
helped your son.
How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick.
Stop
mother
asking
of
how you can
Mortimer
help him. You
Goswick.
gave him medicine.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed?
I've already checked on
I've
him.
heard much of your talents as a physician.
I sequence broke this part. God damn it. Complaints about
What do you
reception?
think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
A 4? Man.
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Oh, of such social standing. I can tell what type of person you are already.
Tell me more
Piece
about
of
your
shit is what I
arrival
am.
at Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start.
I love
Every
whenever he
time-
talks to people and he asks them a question, he goes from speaking like this, like a normal person, to speaking like this, like a vampire.
It wasn't cheap.
Every time I close my eyes, I see that
She charged you
cyberpunk
for a bed.
cosplay.
Yes.
Which
but I paid
one?
without question,
The
considering
scary
the
face.
urgency of the situation.
Again? Which one?
The
I
mask.
share your concern.
The one where they take the mask off and then
Be
it's the
sure
skull
that I'll
face
talk
underneath?
to the people
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
I
see,
don't
I'm
expect
super into that.
compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
What can you tell me about?
I think the
yourself,
worst part
Mrs.
about it
Goswick?
is knowing
Not
that
much
that is
to
a
say.
cosplay of like
Just take
Elon
care of
Musk's
my
like
Mortimer,
wife
and I'll cover all the expenses.
or girlfriend or
That's
whatever
all
the
that
fuck she
matters.
is. I don't know. Cause like she's in the game for some reason.
Yo,
Are you
how
really
much
that
money
rich?
does Elon Musk make?
Most of the patients here
Like,
are of
too
a more
much?
humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes.
He pays himself
My
basically.
husband, may he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
I'm gonna Google how much.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
I'm gonna use Google
I teach
the
young
voice.
women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
How much money does Elon Musk make?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
The problem is you're gonna find like shit to do with his like businesses too.
Has
Good
added more than 17 billion
Do
to
you
his
require
net
medical
worth just
attention as
this
well,
year,
Mrs. Goswick?
more
I
than
have
any
other
other billionaire
concerns
in
right
the
now,
world.
Doc.
He has made 500 million a
Goodbye,
day.
Mrs. Goswick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
20 million an hour?
Yeah.
Yo, like, does he need like
Finally,
a
you've
kid?
returned, Doctor.
He
Did you
has a
find
kid.
Anything of value?
Does he need another
Yes,
one?
nurse.
It's
You've
that one that
worked your
has the
first
name
miracle,
where
Doctor.
it's
Now,
like
this
a bunch of
patient here needs immediate
gibberish
treatment.
characters put together.
Duty calls.
Or that kid's gonna
When
that
the
yeah, that
storm
kid's
has
gonna get
passed, I'll
fucking
show
beat
you
up
how
in
to mix
school.
the remedy
Well, I
of
mean, my
silence
theory
with
is
some
that they've
basic
just
ingredients.
publicly given it that name so
Many
that way
thanks,
nobody
Doctor.
can actually know its real
When
name
you
when it
finished,
grows
you
up.
ought to report to Dr.
That's
Swansea
fair.
in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease blood quality of a citizen. Use correct medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status. I've already checked the patient's medical status. I literally did this mission before you had told me to.
Yeah, do you think it's weird when like a celebrity's like, here's my child?
I mean, no, not weirder than a person doing it, which people do.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
As long as they're not sitting there
May I
like,
help
here's
you?
my child and holding them up like they're Simba.
Well, I mean, like, I always think it's like if you were a
I
celebrity,
see.
I think you'd
I'm
want to
hardly
keep your
fitting.
kid out of like the
All I want is to get me
limelight
bloody arm
until they're
fixed
old enough
properly.
to be like, yeah, I want to be a part of this, or like, no, please keep me a secret for as long as you can.
It sounds
Is there
ridiculous,
anything
but like you won't be
Can I
able
help
to
in any
because
way?
paparazzis will take pictures of them
No,
anyway.
no,
Consider
no, no,
this
that's
day
not what
this
I
place,
mean.
I
But there are
should
people who
consider
are like,
myself
this is my
lucky, I
baby.
guess.
I'm going to take them on an interview. Or like, this is my baby. I want the baby to like be
Tell
with
me
me in a
about yourself,
movie.
Mr. Finney.
Like,
I'm
this
just
is
a
my
regular
baby.
guy
I
waiting to
want
get
to
his
do a
arm
photo
fixed.
shoot with my
So I can
baby.
return to work.
Yeah, well,
And
some
my
people are also
family.
just
I
really
was
up their
more
own ass.
curious about what you were doing before
Yeah, it's like,
being
you shouldn't, I
hospitalized.
personally
I'm a
don't think you should do
carpenter.
that with your fucking
And a
kid
good one,
until the
too.
kid's, like, old enough to
But
go,
that
like,
means I
yeah,
need
let me,
both
like,
arms
go
to
on
feed
this
my
interview
family,
with you.
Dr. Reed.
Sure.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you
I feel
sure
like
you
I'd
don't want
also
to
just
operate
be
yourself, Dr.
terrified
Reed?
as a famous
I
person,
have the
like,
feeling you're
my
very
baby's
capable.
more at risk to
And
get
your colleagues
fucking
seem to think-
kidnapped.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of
I love my
pride there.
pillow fort.
Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
Or I
What
guess
do you
this
mean?
isn't,
I
it's a
often had
blanket
professional
fort.
arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagree
Because,
about
look,
wooden
I'm gonna
nails,
take a
not
picture
flesh and bones.
of what the inside looks like when you're looking up.
Is there anything?
I'm all right.
Goodbye for.
You know what? We're gonna
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
we're gonna try and mesmerize. Let's use our vampire magic. Just grab him by the fucking face. Oh god, the camera. Oh, that's pretty good.
I
Yeah,
might
that's
move to
pretty
the
funny.
Bedroom.
Release him. That's fine.
I mean, I'll still be in the thing. It's just gonna turn into I'll be in until I fall asleep.
Which
And
will be in
then
about
you'll move.
35 seconds.
And then no.
Remember, Citizen's blood will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for Citizen over mesmerized level or below.
And then you'll boot me over to the other chat, and then I'll wake up and be like, "Ah, fuck, I fell asleep." And then I'll be like, "Hey, call me."
Yeah.
I should get more
XP
light.
boost.
Also, I ran out of, as I was making this, I legit was just putting command hooks on the wall, but I ran out of the sticky thingies. And I just sort of was just like, I got Gorilla Glue. And I'm like, it's gonna fuck up the wall though. But I'm like, I already fucked up the wall, so fuck it. And then I just like used Gorilla Glue to stick the command hook to the wall.
That is definitely going to tear out a bunch of shit when you
Please,
leave.
Jonathan.
Oh yeah, 100%, which is fine because the one wall, the paint, like they used really bad paint. They didn't do. Typically, when you paint a wall, you do a coat, 2 coats, and then you're supposed to put a coat over top of it. Especially if all you're doing is layering paint over paint over paint over paint. You're supposed to do a layer over top of it because if not, it'll just peel away from the
That is the worst looking skull I've ever seen.
drywall?
In a video game.
And so there was like I hung up a picture on the wall with a command hook with the sticky thingy, and the paint just bubbled underneath the command hook and tore off. Like the paint, like that bubble, like went and popped off. So now there's just like a circle in my hallway where it's just the drywall and the paint's missing. So I'm just like, fuck it. You brought me a cockroach-infested fridge. I get to fuck up the walls now. Fair is fair.
It's been all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm.
Yes,
Dr.
it's
Swanson.
quite stimulating,
But my
Doctor,
condition
being a
defies
vampire
scientific
stuck in a
generalization.
hospital full of sick people.
Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies
I want
logic.
to suck the blood.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions,
Excuse
a
me.
vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
This guy's just like, man, it's sick that you are like a person who's an expert on blood transfusions, and yet you also became a vampire.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please,
Ah, yes,
call me
because you are now a
Edward.
vampire, you are so much more than you originally were. It's like, arguable.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar.
Don't
offered
tell me what to
sanctuary when I
do.
had none.
There's no need to apologize.
Very
It's
well.
not like you whipped a
I
giant
have a
cross out
task
and
for you,
blinded
Jonathan.
me for about 40
Something
seconds the
that will
first time we
require
met.
all your newfound skills.
I
Please.
feel like that's sarcasm.
Yeah, that's
Pembroke
what
only
happened, though.
survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Do you?
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Ah, the
And
good
you would
old
like
the
me
nobility
to
is under our
eradicate this
control
threat?
because they have no better way to
Why,
go
the
about
soul,
these
of course
things.
not. I would just
Fantastic.
like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her.
I'm sorry,
For
she's
someone
what?
Impossibly delicate.
She's a man eater, make
I'll
you
see what
work
kind of
hard,
trouble
make
Lady
you
Ashbury is in.
stop.
No, it's more just like the guy's just like, hey, yeah, the nobility's like out there with the patients. I'm like, in this society? Warning letter concerning Dr. Thoreau Strickland, Harvey Fiddick. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. Permanently lose the use of his arm. Oh, okay. Good to see these people bickering amongst each other, saying that they're shitty surgeons. Jesus Christ, like, you're working in a hospital in the middle of an actual pandemic. Get your shit together, guys. Alright, hospital benefactor. Where art thou? Right, they're outside. That would make sense. He did say outside. Fuck, I gotta walk all the way around. Oh, you're probably what's-his-face. Hi.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon
Renfield, you
enough.
say. Man, that guy's
Now
animated
do me a
like shit.
kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind. The
My face
blessings
is
of
all
an angel.
stubbly again.
You're the sweet, sweet lady of mercy.
Makes it very awkward when I have to, like, rub my hand against my face when thinking. Oh!
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again.
I forgot.
You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea
I
has
forgot
brought
you
me
were
up
a
to speed
character.
concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who
You're a
saved me that
vamp.
night, before vanishing into thin air.
Do you think people were saying the word vamp in,
remember
like,
you
the
from the pub with Dr.
1800s?
Swansea.
Well, I guess this is, like, the early 1900s,
Indeed.
but you get my drift.
Allow me to introduce myself formally this time.
I don't think anybody was
My
sitting there
name
like,
is Lady
hey man,
Ashbury.
it's
I remember you
1918.
well.
You're a vamp.
In spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Swansea fancies vampires.
So it
Now,
seems
mute
our Dr.
myself so
Swansea
I
does
can
indeed
move to
have
the
a fascination
bedroom.
for
That's
creatures
fair.
of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable
Oh,
man.
cozy underneath the
Dedicated, one might
blankets.
say obstinate. He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions.
I love that we're
Rather
having this
urgent
discussion
matter
about being
first.
vampires next to this
Swansea
guy
has
that is
explained.
clearly just
My
physically uncomfortable
cover,
shifting
if you
around.
prefer, has been compromised.
Like, the guy's right there. I have questions about vampires.
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood.
Ah,
But the
yes.
questions need wait.
She'll gladly tell us all about this, but only in time, as they always do.
To feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
I don't appreciate that statement. Personally.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have
Time
so
keeps
little left to
slipping
live for.
into the future. You're not entirely wrong there,
my
Misty.
best to ease their pain.
Entirely. I don't believe you. I'll believe you. I'll be gullible.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Yeah, alright. Fuck it. Smash the vampire faces together. Do the thing already. I don't care.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You can
Vamp
start
babies,
by
can
explaining
they
what's
though?
amiss.
These past insufferable
We don't know.
weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grew
What?
greedy.
Why would you fucking do this? You're a vampire. Why, how are you falling to extortion?
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
Who extorts a vampire?
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
How?
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money.
But you're not answering the question.
The patient or their family.
If we're dealing
And what
with
in that case, what's more valuable
surely you've the means to deal with it
than money?
yourself, if I may.
Ancient vampire relics?
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze.
What?
The blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Okay.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat
Been
from
stuck
our
deep
anonymous
into the
scoundrel is
Xeno
clear.
series.
A list of
Blade
days,
2 100% base game
my
finished.
visits
DLC of Blade
coinciding
1.
with the dates of suspicious patient deaths.
On a replay of Blade
Due to
1.
massive blood
Death
loss.
Ed to 100%. Blade X is going to be finished next. Saga after that. Years after that. Jesus Christ. Okay, is it true?
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
I can be. Yes. It's only logical.
We both are afflicted with a thirst for blood, Lady Ashbury. That is our nature. By vocation,
Blunt as a
we also have
hammer.
reason to visit the hospital. Logic dictates.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose.
For blood.
Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition.
With
The
blood.
revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case,
I didn't
I'd
expect
settle
her
the
to
matter
say
myself.
through blood transfusion.
to our
It makes it
local
even
gossip,
more
how
funny that I am
Jones,
a
not a pin drop
actual
here without her
transfusion
about it.
specialist.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure
Both of
your
you suck
discretion,
each other's necks, see
but
what
I do
happens.
fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test.
I feel like entropy would have an
When this is
effect there, where both of you
I'll be
wouldn't be
your
getting
protege.
enough back from each other
I'll
to make
answer
up
all
for it.
questions in regards of your condition.
Ugh, it's always like this with vampires.